welcome back to Jubilee Road. Now, do I really need to tell you what we're looking at today? I would imagine most of you on the Facebook page at least probably knew this was coming. Seems we had a visiting loco. We'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, I had to do a video with these two locomotives, and just look at them sitting here. The pair of them are really smart, great looking locomotives. So these two then are Southern Region Merchant Navy classes, but obviously both of them are in their BR guys, as you could say. One is a rebuilt one and the other is a non-rebuilt one. So the numbers we have then for this one, this is the unrebuilt version. It's the new Hornby one, which I did a review on it recently. It's number 35024 and it is East Asiatic Company. Now the one on this side is 35005 Canadian Pacific. Now the good thing is with this model here, the locomotive is still with us in real life. It's currently being overhauled, and I believe it's at Eastleigh. It was the last time I heard of it. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Now this locomotive is not mine. A good mate of mine, Chris, sent that to me. Asked would I like to lend it, and silly question, of course I would. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below, which is CA850s. I'm sure that's what it is. But I'll put a link in the description below anyway. Gotta give him a shout out just to say a big thank you for lending the locomotive. So, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the unrebuilt or the rebuilt one? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let's have a quick look at each of them, and then we're going to have a couple of shots of each one running around the layout. Again guys, I am doing this freehand, so be warned, it might be a little bit on the shaky side. So this is the rebuilt Merchant Navy. And as you can see, I don't think you can get any better than that. It's a really well detailed model. The livery's done to a really high standard. And the real locomotive was a mainline performer in this livery, believe it or not. And I gotta be honest, I think this livery really suits the bullied locos. I'm not really sure the reason for that, but it really seems to. Now this locomotive, or model should I say, came out in the early 2000s, which, looking at it, you wouldn't believe that. You would think this is pretty much an up-to-date model. So pretty much this model in front of you could be approaching about 20 years old. That's pretty impressive. It runs with no problems. Chris has kept it in absolutely perfect condition. Nothing broken, no scratches, nothing. And again, for a locomotive model from that era, it's pretty impressive. Does it have sprung buffers? Oh, it does, even all the way back then. And you got the warning stickers for the overhead electrics. The nameplate is way better than the newer locomotive. And I would say the blue's slightly nicer as well. And we've got obviously the British Rail logo here on the back and all the detail. He's put a logo crew in there. That's not a standard, obviously. So for a locomotive that, yeah, could be approaching 20 years old, wow, this must have been one heck of an amazing model when it came out back then. Well done, Hornby. So let's have a little look then at the newer one. Here is the newer model but older style locomotive. This is the newer Hornby release, and you know my thoughts on this. It's very nice. Is it better than the old one that we just looked at? In a way, yes it is. I would say the motor's a bit better and it runs a bit smoother and it does weigh a lot more. But the blue looks a bit kind of washed out, would you say, compared to the older model? And the plastic nameplate with the gold writing, yeah, that really looks a bit rubbish, that does. But overall, this is a fantastic model from Hornby, and just look at it. So, before I run around the layout, which one do you prefer? As I said at the beginning, do you prefer this one, the unrebuilt, or the rebuilt version? In my opinion, I think I prefer this. It's something different. It's a really kind of unusual looking locomotive. I think it's quite smart, especially in the express blue, because as you know, Southern locomotives don't come in very many colours. There is one odd one out. I don't know if any of you know this, but a Bullied did go in to red. Yes, I'm not joking, I'm not messing you about. One did go into red, and I believe that was a Merchant Navy, not 100%, but it was a rebuilt Bullied. Anyone like to guess why it was painted red? Think about it. No, it's actually was going to be used in the Harry Potter films. Yeah, a Southern Loco was going to be used. It was all painted up in the red livery, but for whatever reason they changed their minds and went for Alton Hall. Not really sure the reason. I think it was a good decision because Alton Hall makes a lot more noise, but anyway, that's going way off topic. We had a quick look then at each locomotive. I would love to hear from you. Let me know your opinions on both models and again which one you prefer most. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you with a few shots of these two running round here at Jubilee Road. Believe it or not, this is digital. He's managed to put a chip in this one. That's really rather nice. Variety of different workings around the layout and scenes and locations for you to enjoy. I'll be back with loads more railway content for you very soon. Bye everyone.